Check your audio and video settings, boss. Yes, guys. Today our discussion is HTML to Servlet communication using forms, guys. HTML to Servlet communication using forms. Super. HTML to Servlet communication using forms. This is our requirement, boss. Is that clear, guys? Come on. Super. HTML to Servlet communication using forms. Okay. To send request to Servlet component having end user supplied data. End user to supplied data. We need to use this concept. Okay, now end user supplied data, we need to use this concept. Yes, to send request to Servlet component, we need to send data, this one. For this, we need to place servlet request URL as the servlet request URL as the action URL of form page. Action URL of the form page. Form page. Nothing but as action attribute value of as the action attribute value of form tag. Okay, guys. Understanding my point there. Action attribute value of form tag. Next, when form is submitted, what is submission, boss? Clicking on submit button. Okay, form is submitted. The form data goes to server. The form data goes to server. Come on, guys. Form data goes to server along with the request, goes to server along with the request as request param values. Request param values. Form component names as the request param names and form component values as the request param values. Form component names as the request param names, and form component values as the request param values. Okay, guys, everyone understanding my point there? Hmm, okay. This data will be stored automatically in the request object. So the servlet component can use request.get parameter method call to read the form data. Method calls to read the form data. To simply read the form data. I think you understood this point, guys. Now let's have a look. Here is my form browser, guys. Here is my browser. Here we are having form.html, guys. This is my form page. Yeah, form.html. Any name you can take, that's up to you. Person name, person address, person age. Person name, person address, person age. Check voting eligibility. Tell me, according to Indian Constitution, what is the eligibility criteria for age, guys? What is the eligibility criteria for age, guys? Check the voting eligibility. Yes, guys. Person name. Person age. Person address. Person address. Person name, person name, address, person address. This is my browser window. Yes, guys. This is my web server. This is my web server or application server, guys. This is my web server or application server. Next. This is my web server or application server. Everyone getting my point there or not? Okay, guys. After that, what next? Web server or application server. Voter app web application. Voter app web application. Okay, I have a servlet component, guys. I have a servlet component. Voter servlet. Voter servlet. Person name Raja. 30. Address Hyderabad. We click on this button, guys. From there, we will go to voter servlet, guys. The statements will execute, guys. Nice. From there, response comes to browser, guys. Finally, response goes to browser. Finally, response goes to browser. Yes. This is my dynamic web page, guys. This is my dynamic web page. Here is my request. Number one. Here is my request. Number two. All the statements will execute. Number four. Number five. Number five. Here is my response. Okay, here I want to get a message. Mr. Miss Mrs. Raja. You are eligible for vote. For voting. You are eligible for voting. Here is the image. I want to get graphical hyperlink, guys. What hyperlink? Graphical hyperlink. Here is my graphical hyperlink. Is everything clear, guys? Is everything clear from my side? Are you comfortable, guys? Come on. Graphical hyperlink. We can name 2 as request process, 3 as data processing, 4 response generated. What is there in the request generation? Passing request to servlet, processing the request, 4 generate. Numbers is your choice, guys. What is there in that? Why are you bothered about numbers? Okay. So this is the application which I would like to develop, guys. Everyone understood my point? Yes. I want to develop this application through form pages. Okay. I want to develop this application this. Now listen carefully. I would like to give deployment directory structure through Eclipse, guys. My application is Voter APP 3. I think according to yesterday's class, what is the numbering? Other day I have given number now, boss. Change workspace, continue. 6 I have given. Okay, now 7. 7. HTML to Servlet. HTML to Servlet form. Okay. There is a, this is what project? Dynamic Eclipse. Dynamic web. Yeah. Eclipse Dynamic Web Project. Okay. Here we have Java resources folder. Under this, we are having SRC folder. Under SRC folder, we are having what? com.nt.servlet, guys. Under SRC folder, we are having what? com.nt.servlet. So there we got voterservlet.java. In this one, we are having web content folder. In this one, we are having what? Web content folder, guys. Mm, Fine, boss. In this one, we are having web content folder. Mm. So what we should do there was, what we should do there. Mm. Okay. Yeah, six only, na? Web content folder. There we have form.html. What is this form.html? Next, here we have images folder, guys. I want to keep image home.png. Home dot. As usually, we'll be having webinf folder, guys. We'll be having webinf folder. There we got web.xml file. There we simply got web.xml file. Cool. These are the folders that we got, guys. com.nt.servlet, Java resources. Here is my src. Here is my web content. Here is my images. Here is my webinf folder. Right, guys? Okay, we have to develop all this stuff. Shall we start doing that work, guys? Let's start developing the application. So that is not deployment directory structure. This is Eclipse directory structure. Based on this, deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Based on this, the deployment directory structure will be generated dynamically. Got it or not there? Super, boss. Okay, now listen. File new dynamic web project. Already other day, yesterday I have given clear cut idea, guys. Project name voter app6. Tell me. HTML to Servlet forms. HTML to Servlet forms. Next, web.xml finish. Web.xml finish. Fine, boss. Okay. See, boss, web content, Java resources. These are the two folders. This is related to web service. Don't worry. Okay. So this is to place the jar file right now, not required. So just to worry about only two folders in web application development. One is Java resources folder, one is web content folder. That's it. Nothing else you have to bother, guys. Nothing else you have to bother. Under SRC folder, new package, com.nt.servlet. Yes. Under web content folder, new images, new images folder, images, images. Right. I want to copy and paste image, guys. What is the image? Home image. Home. PNG image. PNG image. Super. We have a lot of images, guys. Okay, I think we'll take this one only. Right. Yeah. Home PNG. Save image as on the desktop. Oh, it is showing JFIF. We can take that one also, not an issue. Save image as. Hmm, okay, home is there. Yes, I want to replace it. Open in the folder, copy this, come to this. Yeah, you can take other one also, not an issue. Paste. JFIF, new format has come. I'm using JSF. If you are interested PNG file, you can go for PNG also. Not the issue, guys. Come to this place, new, okay, HTML file. What is the HTML file? Form.html. Say next, say finish. Right click, open with web page editor. Okay, guys. Next. Here is my H1 style. Color colon red. Text hyphen align center. What is this? HTML to Servlet communication using forms. HTML to Servlet communication using forms, guys. Okay, here I want to take a form page. Let us take the form page, guys. Body BZ color cyan. Body BZ color cyan. I'm changing entire body to BZ color, guys. BZ color cyan. Okay, fine. So there I'm taking form. Form action. Form action. Yes. Let us assume voter servlet URL pattern is voter URL. So that belongs to which web application? This belongs to web application what? Voter app complete name is given here. Okay, this will become name of the web application. You know that, right? And it is running on 2525 port number. Yes, guys. Now let's see. HTTP colon slash slash localhost 2525 port number paste 2525 port number paste. Tell me, guys, what is the URL pattern? Because when you click on submit button, where the request should go will be decided by action attribute value. Voter URL. I'm assuming URL pattern of Servlet is going to be voter Servlet. Yeah, what is most important is request method. Request method or mode. Okay, default get here. If you are interested, you can mention post also. But as of now, there is only two supported thing. One is get, one is post. And the default is get. What's the difference, sir? Get can carry limited amount of data along with the request. Post can carry unlimited amount of data along with the request. Sir, so sorry, so far we have not given request with any mode. By default, get mode. If no mode is specified, default mode is request mode. Okay, using form page, come on. Hmm. To tell that post, what is the mode of the request, guys? What is the mode of the request? Okay, what is the mode of the request? Get mode or post mode? Definitely form submission generates request. In which mode you want to send? In which mode you want to send that request? Get mode or post mode? Get mode can carry limited amount of data along with the request, 2 KB to 8 KB, most of the browser 2 KBs. Post mode request can carry unlimited amount of data along with the request. Though submit button is there, submit button submits the request, but in which mode that request should go to server? Get mode or post mode? Everyone understood my point there? Come on. I will talk differences between get and post exclusively by conducting one special class on it. For the timing, you remember, get mode request can carry limited amount of data, whereas post mode request can carry unlimited amount of data. Okay, now post is recommended. Right now, I'm just taking get only for knowledge sake. Now let's see, guys. Person name. Okay. If you want to get a text box, what is the tag we are having? Input is a multi-purpose tag, guys. If you give text, text box will come. If you give radio, radio button will come. If you give checkbox, checkbox will come. So right now I am taking text. Name is equal to p name. Person is input type is equal to text. Name is equal to PAs. Person address. What is this? P address. Person address is what? P address. Yes, guys. Person address, P address, guys. Next, I want to have a submit button. Input type is equal to submit value register. Yes, we got a submit button, boss. We seriously got a submit button. What do you say, guys? Yeah, we can see the preview there also. Right. Or text means text box, name of the text box. Right. Like this, we have to design the form page, guys. Everyone noticed it, the form page designing, guys? Hmm. If you want to see the preview now, we have to open .html file by using web page editor option. Web page editor option. This is the option that we have to choose. Web page editor. We have to use this one, guys. Fine, boss. Text box p name PA's address. Now listen. Through browser, the form page can send only two modes of request. Only two modes of request. Through browser, the form page can send only two modes of request. A, get mode. B, post mode. A, get mode. Other one is post mode. Yes, guys. Get mode. What is this default, guys? Can carry only limited amount of data. Okay, only limited amount of data. Okay, guys. Tell me here. In submit button, what's the use of value attribute? That will come as a caption, boss, along with the request. Along with the request. Okay. 2 KB to 8 KB. In most of the cases, it is 2 KB only. In most of the browsers, it is 2 KB. Next one. Not default. Can carry. Can carry. That's a documentation. Vinay Kumar, that's a documentation. Can carry unlimited amount of request data. Unlimited amount of data along with the request. Unlimited amount of data along with the request. Not a default, guys. Can carry unlimited amount of data along with the request, guys. Everyone understood my point there? Can carry unlimited amount of data along with the request. Okay. So if default is this one, guys. Now tell me not. The request generated, the request generated by typing the URL in the browser address bar, by typing URL in the browser address bar, by typing the URL in the browser address bar, or by using a hyperlink, by using a hyperlink. The request generated by typing the URL in the browser address bar and by using the browser hyperlink. Okay, hyperlink fall under get mode request. Get mode request. Understanding my statement? Okay. Whereas the form page can send either get mode or post mode request. Form page can send either get mode or post mode request. Using browser, okay, using browser and using any option, using any option, we can send only get our post mode request. Get our post mode request. So at maximum, how many modes of request it can send along with the request, guys? Two modes of request. As through browser, how many modes are possible? Two modes are possible. One is get mode, one is post mode. Now listen carefully. It is not recommended to place request processing logic in the service method. It is always recommended to place request processing method in the 7 do triplex method. If request mode is get, better to write request processing logic in do get method. If request mode is post, it's better to write request processing logic in do post method. Why, sir? Why, sir? There is a possibility of differentiating logic based on the mode of the request. If browser is giving get mode request, we can work with the do get method. If browser is giving post mode request, we can work with the do post method. Are you getting my point? Come on. If browser is giving what get mode request, use do get method. So now onward, stop using service method. What's the problem with the service method? If I give get and post mode request to single servlet component, using service method, we cannot differentiate the logic. But if you use do get, do post method, both method, in do get, we can write get mode request processing logic. In do post, we can write post mode request processing logic. Everyone enjoyed my point here, guys? Everyone understood my statement here, guys? Come on. Okay. Array in HTTP servlet, we are having do get, do post method. Devash Pandey, every day is fresh day, na? HTTP servlet is having what? Two service method, 7 do triplex method. Recollect. Recollect, recollect. Okay, guys. Understanding my statement. Post is recommended, but the option of working with the get is also there. Crossing is not possible, means not possible. Please concentrate on what I present. Don't try to deviate. Slowly, one by one, I will get. Some people who are already having little knowledge, they're trying to show their excitement. Slowly, I will introduce one by one. Okay, guys. It is not recommended to place request processing logic in service method because it does not allow to differentiate logic for post mode request. Get comma post mode request. So it is recommended to use do triplex methods 7 do triplex methods, okay, to place request processing logic because it allows to differentiate the logic based on the mode of the request. It allows to differentiate logic based on the mode of the request. Okay. If the mode of the request is get, then use do get method to place request processing logic. Okay. Similarly, if the mode of the request is post, then use do post method to place request processing logic. Yes, guys. Now onwards, say no to service method. Suppose at a time get and post mode request came. One from form submit button, one from hyperlink are coming to same servlet. Can we differentiate logic in a single service method, guys? Service method executes for form submission, service method execute for hyperlink. Is there any possibility of differentiate logic in service method, separate logic for form submission, separate logic for hyperlink is possible? Reply, my dears. Separate logic for hyperlink, separate logic for form submission is possible or not possible? Not possible. But if it is do get method, if it is do get method, do post method, possible or not? By overriding do get method, we can write get more request processing logic. By overriding do post method, we can write what? Post mode request processing logic. Are you comfortable, guys? Sir, where these methods are there, sir? Mode means style of the request. Get mode, post mode. Mode means style. Whether request should carry limited amount of data na unlimited amount of data na. Whether request should in the address bar should not expose. Get mode request makes entire query string appearing in the browser address bar. No security. If password is there in the form data, it appears in the browser address bar. But post mode will carry the data without exposing form data in the address bar. Post is better, no doubt in that. But right now my concentration is not on difference between get and post. I will take up that one later. For the timing, you remember Okay, form page can send request to servlet in two modes, either in get mode or post mode. Get mode, limited data, faster, but no data secrecy. Okay, post mode, unlimited data, but there is a data secrecy and performance is bit slow. Performance is bit slow. Come on, guys. HTTP servlet class is having abstract class. Is having two service methods. Two service methods and seven do triplex methods. Seven do triplex method. But even though there are seven do triplex method, when you are developing website by using browser as client, we can work with only get and post. Remaining five are not required. We can work with only get and post because as a browser we can send only two modes of request. One is get mode, one is post mode. Remaining methods are given towards website maintenance, guys. Remaining methods are given towards web services concept. Web services concept. But as a browser, we can send only get comma post mode request. That too, a URL typed in the browser address bar directly get mode request. Clicking on hyperlink get mode request. Only in the form page we have a provision to send post mode request. Because in form page we have an option to specify either get or post to send post mode request. Come on, guys. Come on. Understanding my statement, guys. Okay. Okay. What are the two service methods, guys? First service method and second service method. You are already aware of it. First service and second service. First service, oblique public service. Public service. Next, second one. Second service, oblique protected service method. Yes. Seven do triplex method. What are those, sir? Seven do triplex method. What are those? Do get, do head, do trace, do options, do put, do delete, do put, do delete. Tell me, do post. Yes, we have got seven do triplex methods, right? But right now I'm going to use how many methods here? Only two. One is do get, one is do post. In this example, what I am going to use here? Get. That means only do get method. Only do get method. Tomorrow, if someone says I will give post mode request also from some other page. So in request processing logic, in do post method, we have to. I'm going to place post mode request processing logic. I'm going to take what? Post mode request processing logic. Everyone enjoyed my point there, guys. Come on. So signature of do triplex methods. Total seven are there, guys. Public wide do triplex. I will call it as do triplex. I only call because you can apply your own things. This is basically protected method, guys. While overriding, we can go for public modifier. Basically, protected method. If you want to use as it is, you can use, but you can go for strong modifier public also. But reverse is not possible. Strong to lower modifier is not possible. Lower to strong modifier is possible. Signature of do triplex methods, protected wide do triplex, HTTP servlet request, REQ, HTTP servlet response, RES. Here is what throws servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Simply throws what servlet exception, comma, IO exception. Okay, this is what is that? This is this one signature of do triplex methods, guys. Signature of do triplex method. Total how many methods are there? 7 methods are there. So full and final conclusion is what, guys? HTTP servlet is having 2 service method and 7 do triplex method. These are 2 service methods. Okay, first one is for public service method. Second one is second service method, also called as protected service method. Okay. So total how many methods are there? 7 are there. And signature of do triplex methods. Understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Okay. Though there are 7 do triplex methods, though there are 7 do triplex methods, those are the 7 do triplex method, we use only 2 methods. Okay, we use only 2 methods in the environment of browser acting as client. In the environment of browser acting as a client. We use only 2 methods in the environment of browser acting as a client. What is number A? Do get, to handle get mode request. Do post, to handle post mode request. Come on, guys. I hope you understood so far. So now I will talk more about service method problems, do triplex method advantages. You got the basic idea, guys? Basic idea is very simple. When form is submitted, request goes to that servlet component whose action URL is specified in the action attribute. Cool. Whose action URL is specified. Next one, method is equal to post get. Method is equal to post. It will tell to browser in which mode, in which angle, in which pattern request should go to server from browser. Are you getting my point there? Okay. If it is get mode, it can carry limited amount of data. Post mode, it can carry unlimited amount of data. I think clear, guys. Now, when you look at this line, it is looking convincing or heavy one. See, when I click on submit button having caption register, request goes to this action URL. How the request goes to server in action, along with the request, how request should go. In what mode? Get mode. Get methodology should go. What do you mean by going in get methodology? It should carry only limited amount of data along with the request. Not the unlimited amount of data, only limited amount of data it has to carry. Got it now, boss? Very simple. Instead of one service method, we are going to take two methods. One is do get to handle go get mode request. One is do post to handle post mode request. Okay, guys. In get security also not there, guys. Okay. Sir, I will talk difference between get and post more exclusively later. In maximum situation, post. In 1-2 situation, get we have to use. Understanding my point? Shail Khan, first concentrate on today's discussion. Every request will have mode. Sir, I didn't mention mode. Luckily, by default, get is there and you are happy with that. URL typed in the browser address bar, get mode. Hyperlink clicked, get mode. Only form page is having option of either reading data in get mode or reading data in post mode. Or sending data in get mode or sending data in post mode. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Right. Now come here. Now I would like to develop the servlet, guys. Tell me whatever form data I am filling up, and when I click on submit button, where is goes to servlet? In what form the form data goes to servlet? As a request object, the form data goes to servlet. Come on. As a request object data, the form data goes to servlet. Is that clear, guys? New class. Okay. What is my servlet name, guys? Voter servlet. Voter servlet. For the first time, I'm going to take do get and do post method. Right now, what is my form page, guys? What is my form page? Get. It is sending which mode request? Get mode request. To process that request, what should I use? I should go for what? Do get method. Do get. Get to post. These are HTTP protocol terminology. Do get, do post are Java terminologies. Technically speaking, Java methods also called method. This request mode also called methods. To avoid the confusion, I'm trying to say Java methods, request modes. Okay. So here, what is this? Extends HTTP servlet. Extends HTTP servlet. Yes. Now I want to take do get method. Anyhow, those methods are already defined in HTTP servlet. HTTP servlet, I want to place it. Here is my do get. Here is my what do get. Okay. Basically, it's a protected method, guys. But while overriding, it is recommended to take same modifier or strong modifier. Everyone respond in the chat box. While overriding superclass method in subclass, we should take same modifier or strong modifier. Definitely, we need to take strong. Compared to protected, public is a strong modifier or not? Okay. Here is my what? Public wide request comma response. Public wide do get request comma response. What do you say, guys? Come on. Right. Okay. Here, what is this? Regular two things, guys. Get print writer. Get print writer. Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer. Control plus shift plus O. Set response content type. Res dot set content type. Text slash HTML. Right, boss. Read form data. Nothing but request parameter values from request object. First time I'm using request object for a purpose, guys. What is the first one? Person name. I'm trying to store form data into request. Text box name, form component become request name. Request dot get parameter of p name. Text box name as I passed as request parameter value. Next, int age or float age, your choice. Float age is equal to but we have to get a request dot get parameter method gives everything in the form of string, guys. Gives everything in the form of string, but we want in the form of floating point. We want in the form of floating point. So then we have to go for parse float method or not. Then we have to write what? Parse float method. How we got parse int? We also got parse float. Yes, guys. Tell me. Float dot parse float request dot get parameter of p name. Request dot get parameter of PS. Request dot get parameter of PS. Come on, guys. Are you with me, guys? Come on. Next one. String address is equal to request dot get parameter of PS. Oh, P address na? P address. Request dot get parameter of. Yes. That basically required string, and I'm also looking to store in string. Look at the form page, guys. P name, P age, P address. Now they have become what? P name, P age, P address. They also coming as same thing now. Yeah. Text box names will become request parameter names. The form component names access request param values. The form component names acts as the request param names, request param names. Okay, guys. Shall we observe that one now? Print writer PW is equal to res dot get writer set content type. Yes, we are reading the form data here. Next one is what? Write business logic. Write business logic or request processing logic, guys. Right. Now listen. If age less than or equal to 18, if age less than or equal to 18, if age is less than 18, so I want to display red color message, guys. What is that? pw.println Mr. Miss Mrs. Mrs. Name. What is that? Name. Mr. Miss Mrs. Name. You are not eligible to vote. You are not eligible to vote, guys. But I want to present in a big letters. How to present in big letters? H1 style, color colon red, text hyphen align center, text hyphen align center. You are not eligible to vote. You are not eligible to vote. Else pw.println name you are eligible for voting. You are eligible for voting. You're eligible for voting. Yes, we are checking the age value, guys. After if condition, there is a single statement. Na writing flower bracket is optional. Okay. Here I want to have a green color. Now I want to have a home hyperlink, boss. Array less than means everything, na guys. Acha checking typed or not, that comes under validation. Validation. Okay. That comes under validation. Less than 18, okay. Equal to 18 also you want to allow, fine, leave it. We will allow it. Add graphical hyperlink. Add what hyperlink, guys? Graphical hyperlink. Simply think about adding what? Graphical hyperlink. Come on, guys. Now tell me here, what is this? pw.println ahref http colon localhost 2525 name of the web application. What is this? Name of the web application. HTTP localhost. What is the name of the application, guys? Name of the web application. Right. In href attribute, we are putting the name of the web application. Then what is this? Image tag, src, jfif, home dot jfif, jfif, end of the image tag, end of the anchor tag. Come on, guys. We are understanding. Servlet slash what.html, form.html. Okay, image. Oh, image is there directly in the images folder. Images slash. Images slash. Localhost 2525, water app6, HTML2 servlet forms, form.html, images slash home.jf. End of the anchor tag, end of the image tag. Come on, guys. End of the anchor tag. Over. We're adding graphical hyperlink. Come on. See, this is when you click on hyperlink, you should go there. But that hyperlink should not be taken as a normal text. You have to take that hyperlink as an image. In between open anchor tag and closing, if you write text, that is text hyperlink. If you write image tag, that will become graphical hyperlink. Next, close stream. pw.close. End of the main method. End of the class. End of the main method, end of the class. Easier, boss. Easier, difficult. What is extra? Form page reading is extra, guys. Remaining all are easy. Form data will come and store into request object automatically. That's why from there we are calling get parameter method to read each request parameter value. To get each request parameter value. Okay, guys. Super. So we completed the development of the servlet, guys. So now we need to configure this servlet in web.xml file. Web.inf. Here is my web.xml file. So source code, we have to look in source code. So still I have not introduced welcome file concept. When I introduce, I will use. Okay, all these are optional, guys. Display name is optional. Importing XSD is not mandatory. If they're nice. If they're nice. Okay. Yeah, here I have to configure the servlet component, guys. Servlet Under the servlet mapping, servlet name. What is servlet name? Logical name, anything you can give. Water. Servlet class. com.nt.servlet.water servlet. Servlet mapping. Servlet name water. URL pattern. URL pattern. Come on. Water URL. Already we decided now water URL. Tell me that comes under exact match or extension match? Exact match only, right? Okay. What's the class name? Water servlet. Water servlet. Water servlet. Yes, both are right. See, right, including schema and web.xml is optional. Okay, if you don't include also not a issue. This is called XML prologue, that is also optional. That is called this one XML prologue, that is also optional. Importing is also optional, guys. Right. Okay, I think we completed development of the application, guys. Form page, servlet and the servlet configuration in web.xml. That's it. Nothing great. Yeah, web.xml takes bit save, time to save. Right click, guys, run on server, guys. Say next, remove all, finish. Okay. Array, what happened to server? Server messages are coming, but this is not scrolling up. Yes. Server started bit slowly, guys. Okay. Next, open the browser. Open the browser. Oh, it is not showing forms.html. We have to type manually. Form.html you have to type. Yes, you can go for better designing also. I just taken background color, nothing else. You can keep these things in aligned also. Next example, I'll show that. Okay, name Raja, address 30. Okay, Delhi. Right. See this Raja, Mr. Raja, you are eligible for voting. Graphical hyperlink. Name Rani, type -3. Proper address is what? Hyderabad. Rajavan, you are not eligible for vote. We got the output here, guys. Come on. See this? I said, na, you need not to form the query string. The query string will be generated automatically. See this? Everyone, please observe this. Okay, question mark. P name is equal to Rajavan. PAs is equal to 3. PAD is equal to Hyderabad. Over. Query string. Are you preparing query string or submit button is generating query string dynamically? Okay, guys. You click on home hyperlink, comes back. We are not preparing what? We are not preparing those things. Those things are taken care by browser itself. Life has become easy or not there? Right. Okay. So, sir, if a get mode request is there, indirectly it will call do get method. If post mode request is there, indirectly it call do post method. Come on, boss. Convinced with me or not? Indirectly it calls do post. Okay. Understood, boss? Understood this one or not there? Yeah, in get mode request, form data will appear in the browser address bar. That's why no security. No security. Suppose you are giving password in the text box, that will appear in the browser address bar. So that's why in get mode request, no security, but performance is good. Post mode request, lot of security, but performance is bad. But the performance is bad, guys, right? So now what I do is form.html is already given. Okay, go there, copy that, say paste. If I click on home image, the servlet container will call. Array, home image is going back to directly HTML, Nara, worst fellow. Home image is where, guys? Home image. Home image is pointing to form.html. Use common sense, Ra Babu. Mr. Vinay Kumar, please respond in the chat box. Home hyperlink is pointing to servlet. Home hyperlink is pointing to form.html. Then why it will think about servlet? Waste fellow. Focus. Here home is a graphical hyperlink. What is the href URL value? Form.html. So it will go to form.html directly, right? It will go to form.html directly. What do you say, guys? Service method is not deprecated, but it is not recommended to use. But this do get do post method internally called through service method only. That's the reason they have not deprecated. We don't use, but internally it will be used. That's the one reason why they have not deprecated it. So all these two triplex methods are called through service method only, or internally called through service method. That point you should not forget. Next, web.xml. Importing schema is optional, guys. If you import, also not an issue. Yeah, one more requirement, guys. Don't dare to give direct request to servlet component as we are giving other days. Suppose I have given water URL. You will get null pointer exception. Why, sir? You are giving direct request to water servlet, guys. You are giving direct request to water servlet. Water servlet service method is called, that internally calls do get method. Do get method of water servlet is executing. When you read form data, what you will get? Null. When you read form data, what you will get, guys? Null. When you read form data, what you will get, guys? Null, 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 null. Okay, when null is there, converting into when null is there, converting into what? Float value. You will get number format exception or not. So that's why in HTML to servlet communication, don't give direct request to servlet. Always give request to servlet by launching HTML page. Understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Request to URL. What URL, guys? Request to URL. Here is what? Form.html. Servlet container calls. Okay, servlet container calls. Do triplex methods. Do triplex methods like do get comma do post methods. do get comma do post methods through service method internally. Through service method internally. Come on, guys. Next one. Which method, guys? Simply through service method internally. Everyone understood my point there, right? So this is the request URL. Everyone got the clarity, guys? Okay, now I am giving one assignment to you people. What is the assignment? Say, take the form page, search for whether person is eligible for marriage or not. According to Indian Constitution, assignment. Okay, okay. Develop application to know whether person is for marriage or not. To know whether person is eligible for marriage or not. Okay, you try to develop this application on your own, guys. I think you got the clarity, guys. Okay, one more thing. In get mode request, okay, request, the form data appear in the browser form data appears in the browser address bar as query string appended to the URL. Query string appended to the action URL. Okay, action URL. So form data is visible in the query string of address bar. So here not form. Okay, so here there is no data secrecy. So here there is no data secrecy. Here, so here there is no data secrecy, guys. Is there any data secrecy, guys? There is no data secrecy at all. Everyone understood my point here, guys? Come on. Is that clear, guys? Everyone enjoyed my point here? Can you develop that marriage app application, boss? Can you confirm that marriage API? Can you develop that marriage API application confidently? You are getting 404 error. Huh? Okay, Sahil Khan. You are getting 404 error. Deployment directory structure may be wrong. Right? 500 error. Somewhere class name is gone wrong. Check it out. Sanman. Towards creating object of Servlet class problem has come. Check it out. Okay. Port option is not showing in your server. Open server.xml, guys. Open server.xml. There you can change it. Sahil Khan, whether program is same or not, you don't decide. Let the system decide. If everything okay, or why output should not come. Okay, you don't decide whether code is matching or not matching. First, respect the error. Why error is coming? Think in that angle. Some problem is there, that's why error is coming. Don't question the error. Analyze the error. Try to understand the error. That's what I'm saying. 404 already I have listed reasons for 404 and 500. You might have done those mistakes only. Go and check one more time. Got it? Don't question. I am writing everything perfect. Why error is coming? That is not the way to this. Somewhere something going wrong. I have to correct it. That is the way to understand the error. Some people says everything perfect, sir. It is not coming. You don't decide. Let the compiler, let the server, let the JVM decide whether code is correct or not. You don't decide. Thank you guys. We'll meet tomorrow.